We're going to talk about Fear Street Part 2, 1978, with no spoilers at all. Let's do this. Fear Street Part 2 stars Sadie Sink, Emily Rudd, and Ted Sutherland, and it takes place in 1978, of course, at a summer camp called Camp Nightwing. I gotta say, this movie was pretty damn brutal, and it was very entertaining, and like I said about Part 1, this is the type of movie I've been needing in my life right now. It's very gory, and the kills are freaking awesome, and you definitely get Friday the 13th vibes with the setting and the killer and the whole, camp atmosphere. And I thought the movie was pretty decently acted, for something that's not like this huge thing. But I'm going to say it's huge for Netflix. People either love this or hate this. And I've not really heard anybody talk too much shit about it. I've heard little details and people saying little things about some of the effects and shit like that. Me and my girlfriend both really enjoyed Part 1 and Part 2. So now she wants to purchase the Fear Street books and read all of those. I'm not going to do that because I don't like to read. But that's just me. I really like the way this movie is directed and the shots and the angles that they get. And the story is just, it just grabs you in. The way it connects with Part 1. And I can't wait for Part 3. Am I going to say this is better than Part 1? I'm going to say they're about equal. I'm not going to say it's better. Some people are going to like the first one better or this one. Me, I think they're like right there together, you know what I mean? They definitely like stepped up the sexual situations and some of the gore in Part 2. Like I said, you can tell this, it seems like Friday the 13th had a huge inspiration on Part 2, and it's dope to learn a little bit more about the witch. I can't say much more because I really don't want to spoil anything for anybody if you haven't seen this. We could do that in a separate video, but you find out more about the witch and basically what's driving her and why she's so pissed. And I love the way they dive deeper into the witch's background and what's completely going on in her situation. There's something that happens in the opening of this movie. I'm not going to say what, but it really caught me off guard, and I'm like, yeah, right, like that would happen. That involves some kids, and kids are pricks. Kids can be dicks, bullies, but I'm going to say, wow, like the opening really caught me off guard, and I'm like, wonder where this is going. I have two characters that I really enjoyed in this movie. Emily Rudd's character, I thought she was a bit of a bitch at first, but then you really grow to like her and you feel for her. And I really like the guy who played I can't even remember the guy's name, and I just watched it last night. I smoked too much weed. Tommy Slater was his name. I had to look that up. This movie actually really kind of reminded me of American Horror Story 1984. It was just done better, and I think it makes a lot more sense than that did. But I really can't say anything else without spoiling a shit ton of stuff for you guys, so I can't do that. I've done it by mistake in the past, like 2 years ago when I first started talking about movies, and people were in the comments like, you dumb motherfucker, you spoiled it. So I can't really say too much more. But did you guys watch Fear Street Part 2? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, and I can't wait for Fear Street Part 3, 1666, and we're going to talk about that too. Later, y'all.